Okay. Welcome back to the Peanut Butter Republic. I mentioned in the previous episode that I was going to make episode 3 a tour of the spawn city. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Kind of had a stressful day at work today. Which is really funny because the last couple of videos I was talking about how it's usually not super stressful. But it's nice to just finally, sit down and play some Minecraft after a long day. So for this tour, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show off the railway here at the end of the tour. And just for reference here, I am doing a live recording at the moment. So this is actually like, I'm not talking over pre-recorded footage. I'm talking as I'm playing. So yeah, like I said, so I showed this off in the intro, the first episode of this series. That's the dirt mansion there, the burnt pixel art. So you come into spawn from right here. First thing I want to show off here is Mac Windu Light S.A. Burr. So it's obviously Mace Windu's purple lightsaber from Star Wars. And then over here is the Nether portal. I'll show you guys around the Nether spawn probably after I finish up all the stuff out here. Real quick, I actually kind of want to show you this bit of building. There is a lot to spawn, so this video might be a little bit longer than the first episode was. I don't think it'll be as long as episode 2 was, though. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. There's like a river that cuts through most of spawn here, and it connects into a big ravine over there, but this building here has a nice little bridge leading into it, and so this is like the Great Painting S. It's like a little museum of just I don't know how these got in here. These weren't there the last time I was in here. So we got some of these I probably won't read out loud, but you can see what it says just because I'd rather not. We got the cow skin. Oh yeah, so this book here is called The Elder Scroll, and it is the opening text of Undertale. I actually, I'm the one who wrote this. Go ahead and read through that if you want. I got a painting here. Joculus chicken. Okay, I'll read this one out loud. We all know of the wondrous chicken jockey, but we don't stop to think of the chicken itself, the humble slave to the green baby. This poor soul in particular dived into a flow of searing lava, leaving only this to remember his life and accomplishments. The green baby died and went to hell. It's a piece of modern literature. This is not a sign. I don't think that's a sign. There's that one, the lead of Pack God. So this has a story to it, and I'll swing back around to the story for that one. So you'll come to find the sense of humor on this realm is it's pretty out there. And then we got another lead of Tough Mangoes. This is connected to the lead over there. So that's the museum here. The great paintings. There's some more of that nether block up there on the roof. I don't know what this structure is. This popped up recently, actually. Let's see if there's any signs for it. Creamed corn. Okay. Thank you. Does not say what this is. I'm just gonna say it's a cobblestone spider. There's a guy watching it there. If I remember correctly, this is Xbox. Yeah, Xbox. Got some sheep here, a couple, I say it's just one skeleton horse. Ah, This is kind of neat. I mentioned this in the first episode, in the library portion. I showed a book that just said worship my obelisk. This is the obelisk. So, you know, feel free to worship. As it says right there. Alright, we're kind of skipping ahead of ourselves here. So down here, I believe this is the cow destruction chamber Mark II. Oh my god, this is probably so loud in the recording. I'm gonna go ahead and... It's probably still gonna be really loud. I forgot that there's... Oh yeah, this is the... a little bit inhumane. Oh, they made it bigger. Please don't fall in. Don't fall in, guys. It used to be 1 block wide up here. They seem to have expanded it recently. I'm gonna get out of here because it's probably really loud. So that's the cow killing chamber. Sorry, cow destroyer. Up here is a little watchtower. This monstrosity of a structure over here, this is the water house. I'll look at that in a minute, but I kind of want to just get a view up here of some of the things around spawn. As you can see, there's got some pixel art in the distance. I'll probably go sleep real quick, actually, so we can get a better view of some of those. I gotta find a bed somewhere. I'm thinking my best bet is probably gonna be... So this building here, this is the host's house. Like the owner of the realm. I think it's one of like the coolest buildings I've seen in Minecraft in a long time. It's just pretty cool. There are a lot of random signs. I'm not gonna look at them too much. They just kind of have... You can pause and read through them if you want. This video would go on for a very long time if I was to read all these signs. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna head to sleep upstairs. Penis! Yep. Give you a little tour of the interior here. This TV here I think is pretty cool. There also is a cute little mob head here with another TV next to it. I've never actually noticed all these books. Oh, are these like actual... They're movies. I think I should steal that idea, actually. Blade 2. So we got Click, Superbad, Blade 2, Borat, Blade Trinity, Crash Bandicoot, Duke Nukem TM, Jammer Lammy, and Worm Odyssey. Some pretty solid movies and games. Got a little jukebox here, bunch of record discs. Oh wow, he has a lot of them. And then I think up here is just a firefly bush. Very nice, very nice. Let's head down here. So through this door is the... I don't know why I'm announcing the exit. Okay, so going back to the leads from the museum over there. There used to be 2 wandering trader llamas hooked up to this lead over this pool of lava. I don't know how, but somehow they both managed to fall in the lava and die. Or actually, no, I know what happened now. So I don't know if you know how llamas work, but they spit at hostile mobs. And they ended up spitting at some skeletons, and the skeletons killed them, and the leads somehow managed to not fall in the lava. Instead, they fell down here. And... Okay, well, obviously it's not that crazy uncommon. I mean, that just fell over here and not in the lava. Actually, this is Ajit Pie right here. That's where that egg came from. Lake where squids die. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of ink sacs right there, so clearly true. Okay, so let's run back this way. I'll show off the water house now. I mean, there's not much to see. I believe at one point this was somebody's house, and this person here, Paige, went ahead and just covered the entire thing in water. Bunch of more of these random signs. Like I said, I'm not going to go through all of them. But yeah, it stretches pretty far, actually, this water house. Oh yeah, and I mentioned in the, I believe either the second or the first episode, one of the people in this realm has access to creative mode. That is their build right there. It's not finished. They started making it a long time ago. Oh, and I just fell. And they just haven't gotten to finishing it. Although I believe recently they said they were going to come back and finish it. So the person who put all these signs down all over the spawn area, this is actually their church right here. I think the religion is called community ethics. You know what? Oh, this is really long. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna read all of this, but I am going to kind of go through the pages here if you want to pause and read those. And then this one is blank. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is their church here. Not much to see here. It's a pretty neat build. So right here, I mentioned that they had a mending villager trapped. This is him. His name is Let Him Suffer because you know, he's kind of, he can never sleep. He's got no bed or anything. Got a lava generator here, a couple buckets, an enchanting station. This here is an automatic sugarcane farm, as well as up top is an automatic coral farm. The coral gets crafted into blocks, which end up in this chest here, and the blocks are what you use to fuel this. This is a super smelter. I know I have my own back at my house. In fact, I actually kind of stole a little bit of this design here to build mine. This one, I think, I don't know, I want to say it almost works better than mine, but I mean, if you use lava, mine works pretty well. Here is the Diddy mines. I'm not going to run down there because it's kind of boring. It's just some mines. But yeah, here I mentioned earlier that they have a bunch of diamonds here at spawn, as I said before. A couple of other materials, and then this is the owner's little stash, all their items. Got some crafting stuff here. A cremation chamber. This is a goal sign. This is stuff that just a couple people in the realm want to make at some point. So we've got the working Kabi Lamb mechanism. I added this goal myself, actually. Make badass casino for old people to spend their retirement. Horse killing machine. It's not really an idea. You are a Diggy Blood. Also, I never noticed before, but this is, I think, a Goomba from Minecraft. From Mario. Down here, make super smelter and kelp farm not look like shit. I mean, I feel like that goal's already been met. I think they look okay. I don't know. Over here we got working redstone phone that plays TikToks, and then make horse plinko. So, I never noticed before, but that's rooted dirt. Very nice. Okay. So over here, actually, I built this design here. I did kind of show it off, and I believe the last episode a little bit, just like a little teaser. It's a cobblestone farm because as I was building my area, I found myself using a lot of cobblestone, and I got really tired of having to like strip mine for hours just to gather like 4 stacks of cobblestone. So the way this works is it's a TNT duper, and you come up to this scaffolding, and the reason why it's 4 blocks away like this is because any blocks any closer are like in the blast radius and they'll get blown up. So you do that, activates the TNT duper, the TNT falls down there, blows up the cobblestone, and then the waterlogged leaves until it out of a turn. Okay, just because the TNT was probably very loud there and you probably couldn't hear what I was saying. So it's a TNT duper, the TNT falls down there, it lands in the lava, blows up the cobblestone, and then the waterlogged leaves here. Okay. Okay, drive me insane. I'm gonna just really quickly. And I'm on fire. I don't think there's any water nearby either, so okay, that's fine. Okay, back to what I was saying. The way this works is the waterlogged leaves hit the lava, which creates the cobblestone, and then the TNT blows up the cobblestone, and then the cobblestone gets siphoned into these chests down here. So it's pretty simple. Over here, this I think at some point this is going to be a library. This is also being built by the owner of the realm. Kind of a work in progress. This is the first floor, basically. Not much to see there. You can get a better look at the observatory here. I think it looks really good. I think when it's finished, it'll be like kind of like the coolest building in Spawn, I think. We've got SpongeBob boiling in a pot of as you can see, he's doing that. Not much else to say about that. Talking about, what is this? Bro's doing laundry, skull. Yeah, I think I remember the story here. I actually wrote this sign. I was playing with the realm owner, and they went AFK to go grab some laundry, and I just built this around them and then wrote that sign in front of them. I thought that'd be pretty funny. So, addressing the pixel art here, we've got, I cannot for the life of me remember her name, but she's from Animal Crossing, I know that. Sorry if you can hear that again. Once again, there's a dump truck driving by. There's, I believe, he's from Undertale, maybe? Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure on that. And then, either that or it's a Pokemon, actually. I don't know. And then, obviously Stewie Griffin over here. Couple men here. I took one. Give me 1 Bitcoin or he dies. Real. I can hear them when I'm alone, yeah. We got the water pingus over here. Just a really tall water tower. And as you can kind of hear right now, they're iron golem dying. I actually built this iron farm here pretty early on, actually. You can kind of see how it works. The iron golems spawn in here, get siphoned into that block of water, die, and then their iron gets siphoned into this down here. This is really efficient, actually. Like, I haven't had to go mining for iron in like forever because of this. You know, I figured I'd put it at spawn because I feel like everybody needs, you know, a lot of iron. Iron is like the most, like one of the items that's used most in crafting recipes. And we have a couple of crops growing here, a little dirt hut with a troll face in it. This is where all the crops go. Over here we have the memorial field of all the iron golems that have given their lives to supply this realm with iron. A tunnel that cuts through the mountain there. Got a couple of interesting houses here. We got one in the ground, you know, just cuz. Sleep here, actually. So yeah, just a little ground house, and then over here I got an upside down one. I believe there actually is a crafting table as well in there. And a furnace. It's pretty cool, I think. I think I already, this is the museum, yeah, so you showed that off. Okay, so I believe the next thing to show off would be the, first of all, I guess I can show this off. This is, this was somebody's house. It's under construction. At one point a while ago, somebody in the realm got bored and ended up just like running around and putting vines all over the houses of people that haven't played in the realm in a while, if you've noticed. And for some reason, I don't really know why, I don't remember why, they decided to target this house a lot specifically, and they like broke parts of it and like put leaves, vines, and cobwebs, like it's like super abandoned. I couldn't tell you why. I'm thinking maybe this person was just like active on the realm for like the first day it was open and then just never played it again. So something like that maybe. But yeah, pretty abandoned as you can see. Over here, complementing the the water house over there is the firehouse. Pretty self-explanatory. It is, I'd like to think of it as like a modern art exhibit, and there actually is, I believe, I don't think they'd be in here, but there are a bunch of little hidden Easter eggs kind of spread throughout here. I personally don't even know if I found them all, actually. So we're going to take a look around here. Oh, here's one. Oh god. Oh my god, please God. Stop, please God. Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's in a furnace, he's a trapdoor, you put an item here, he'd be burned alive, so I can see why he's begging for mercy. In here, I can't go buy milk because it's really hot outside. I don't know why I moved here. I believe this is a reference to Arizona. So, you know, I'm sure there's probably something hidden somewhere in the stack, but I can't get up to the top of it. Yeah, like I said, just a couple of hidden little characters, little Easter eggs thrown about. Not much else to say about this besides I believe it is art. Alright, so let's go fly up this way here real quick. Because up here, I mentioned earlier somebody named Paige ended up putting all that water over there. This is actually Paige's house. I think I'm probably not gonna like run inside and give tour. I mean, I already gave a tour of the realm owner's house, so I'll just give you guys a quick tour of this house. Got a couple of mob heads out here. I've been in this house a couple times. It's just kind of a big cobblestone room. Down here, I believe, is like mine. Yeah, this is like strip mines. I'm not gonna go through all their chests. This is an interesting. I said I wasn't gonna go through all their chests, and then I opened two of their chests. Okay. Interesting storage room design. Cute little dog here. I believe out here is just another entrance. So many flowers. Up here is, I think, animal pens, or what's going to be animal pens at some point. Oh wow. Okay. I can't remember if these were here the last time I was here. There's a lot of dogs. This room here is the exact same room on all levels of this like little pet area. Maybe this isn't like animal pens. Maybe this is specifically for dogs. But yeah, that room is the same room. Yeah, I'm not gonna. These rooms are kind of copies of each other, so I'm not gonna like show them off too much. And then down here, I believe is where I came from. Yeah, and this probably just connects over to their mine. I don't know why I opened that door. There's a tractor or a pressure plate. I mean. Down there. I already ran down there. So yeah, I believe that is all there is to see at Paige's house here. A couple campfires outside, whatnot. Lot of cherry trees, as you can see. So that's pretty cool. So let's go out this way. On the opposite side is, I believe, the Hobbit house. Here. Oh, well, for starters, I guess I can show you this real quick. We got, I believe this is Ajit Pie. Yeah. This is not to be confused with the other Ajit Pie, the chicken over there. This is a separate Ajit Pie. He's actually a Nitwit villager, which if you don't know what that is, it is a villager that refuses to become employed. So you can tell it's a Nitwit villager, even without the old classic texture pack on. Nitwit villagers wear like a green robe. They kind of just like walk around the village and don't really do anything. It's impossible to like force them to get a job even. So, you come over here. This is like a beehive area. It's pretty sick. I've come here quite a bit. I've never actually noticed it. I think these are. Oh yeah, these are the closed eye blossoms. I thought they were wither roses for a second. I thought that'd be really cool. I think the wither rose actually only can be formed when a wither kills a mob on grass, I think. I don't know how to look into it. Okay, so this is editing AJ. I went ahead and I pulled up the Minecraft wiki. Just because I was curious, and in case if anybody else was curious. So it turns out Wither Rose is a damaging flower that drops when a mob or player is killed by a wither. So yeah, I was right. So whenever the wither kills a player or a mob, they drop the Wither Rose, which you can use in a bunch of crafting recipes. I kind of want to acquire one. I'm not gonna lie, they look kind of cool. I think they'd be cool. I think you can put them in a flower pot too. Huh. Okay, well, that was all I had to say, so, I'll jump back to the video now. Bye. Maybe I'll put in, like, an editing note to confirm if that's true or not. So this is, one of the houses I mentioned. This is gonna happen a lot. I'm gonna forget what episode I talked about something. So I'm just gonna say in a previous episode I mentioned that one of these houses at spawn got struck by lightning and like was partially burned down. And I'll actually fly up there. I actually have not examined the damage too much, so let's take a look. So you see, just parts of the roof is gone. It's not actually that bad, and as a matter of fact, I could probably go through here and fix it. I'd be a good Samaritan. I don't know how I just did that. That was weird. um, so yeah, you come in here. This interior it's pretty simple. I actually think it's really cute though. We got like a little kitchen, little cutting board, compost bin, nice little bed here, some bookshelves. I think these are all just regular books, if I remember correctly. Yeah, nothing too interesting here. Watch the last couple are going to be like actual interesting books, but you know, it's fine, whatever. So showed off all of that, trying to think of, oh yeah, there's this house over here. This house over here was built by the same person who built this house, at least I believe so. Just another kind of cute house over here. Gotta run inside here. And also I kind of realized, rewatching that second video, I didn't really give much time to like show off the tower like completed. I kind of left the footage sped up at the end. So when I'm done doing this tour here, I'm actually going to fly over there and give you guys a closer look at the fire tower. And then also I have an idea for a little project I think I'm going to throw in at the end as well that I want to build. Yeah, I got a cute bench here. Man, I mentioned it in the last episode. I am really excited for the cushions because like stuff like this, you're going to actually be able to like sit in. So I think that'll be really cool. And I'll probably like go through and like do like a full walkthrough of that update and like upgrade some of my builds and stuff with the sitting and all that. But yeah, cute little house, cute little bridge next to it. I'm not sure if the person who built this house also built this bridge because like the build style just like seems so different to me. Like this one seems a lot more simpler than what they usually go for. So yeah, that's about it there. I can fly over here and give you guys a look at the observatory here. There's not really much to it. There's no interior. It's completely empty. It's hollow. It's also got the vines on it. It was a victim to the great vining that I mentioned before. And man, I love the look of. I can't remember if stained glass existed before they did like the texture changes, but I love the look of stained glass with the old textures. I can't get enough of it, man. I guess real quick I can show you this guy over here. This is I believe it is just a man made out of amethyst taking a poop into these tiny little ravine here. So very nice. I think also at some point I want to add some of my own pixel art to spawn here, and again that'll probably be a video. I'll try to keep like a lot of like the big building projects like on camera. Obviously it's kind of unrealistic to think that I can do that for every big project that I do. But if I ever happen to do any projects off camera, I'll definitely make video, like I'll throw in like a section in whatever video I'm making to like show off the build. There is a sign around here somewhere that actually has the name of what like the spawn town is called. But I'm not going to spend too much time looking for it if I can't find it. You know, it's whatever, I just can't find it. It's about the time I'm going to give that. Alright, let's fly. So I'm going to actually show off the nether spawn real quick before I show off the the railway. I actually built the railway myself also. I thought I should mention that. Yeah, I'll show you guys nether spawn, as well as I'll show off the gold farm that I built on the roof of the nether. So I'm gonna run in here and I'll show you guys that. So you walk through the portal here. Also, real quick before I show this off, I did just ask the owner of the realm, like like right there, what the name of the town is, and it's actually called Young Thug City. So, just thought I'd put that out there. So we got a couple barrels here. The gold farm is up there. Got a couple of nether highways. I'm not gonna like show off all this stuff here. This actually takes me to, I showed it off in the previous video, the Minecraft sign, the portal that's up in there. That takes me there. So yeah, I'll just nothing too crazy here. Got a couple chests for like the other blocks and whatnot. I believe there used to be fire potions. So I'm gonna go up here. So there is a hole in the nether roof. And I know I mentioned that like nobody has access to creative except one person, but turns out the owner, I believe the owner's brother, in the very, very early days of this realm, just popped a hole in the nether roof, just, you know, in case if we ever need to use that space in the future, just for like for ease of access or whatever. But that's like the extent of it. As far as I know, there wasn't like a ton of like, oh, spawning in items involved in like the early days of this realm. And like I said before, I definitely haven't done that. So yeah, we got so I built all this stuff here. I got all these lanterns. You can kind of see the gold farm here. And I think at some point I am going to upgrade it because it's not like the most efficient thing right now, and there are ways to make it more efficient. And the way you do that is you repeat this design up here, and just keep going vertically. And also I think that would just make it look better as well because the AFK platform that you have to stand on to like make the farm operate is up at the very top. It's at world height, I think. So I think raising this design up there would definitely make it look good, and I'll probably make a video out of that as a matter of fact. But it's just going to take a lot of magma, a lot of nether, red nether wart bricks, and then red glass. It's just like a whole ordeal. So showing this off now. So when the zombie pigmen die from fall damage, their items. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. So up here, so the pigmen fall down here, their gold gets siphoned into these chests, which then gets siphoned into these chests, and then these chests are sorted through by the copper golems here. And what they do, right, is they get the gold nuggets, and they put the gold nuggets in here. And they know to put the gold nuggets in here because there should always be at least a single gold nugget in all of these chests. And what they do with the rotten flesh is they throw it in this chest up here. And as you can kind of see here, the rotten flesh gets siphoned into these here, which then get dropped into this dropper here, which is constantly being powered over and over and over again. And then it gets thrown into the lava here. And the reason why they know to put the rotten flesh in here is because actually copper golems, I didn't know this, but they like remember chests. So like, let's say all these gold nuggets were taken out of here, they would still know to put the gold nuggets here. I think. I'm not 100% sure, and just because I don't want to risk them throwing away copper nugget or gold nuggets, I still do it just to be safe. But they only put rotten flesh in here, and so that just prevents the farm from being like flooded full of rotten flesh, and then there's no room for any of the gold, and that just gets annoying. And besides, I know obviously rotten flesh is also a secondary component of this farm specifically, like if you need to make a rotten flesh farm, but we do have a mob grinder that is pretty efficient at producing rotten flesh. There's one of the highways here will lead you straight to that grinder, which I'm not going to show that in this video, I don't think. Maybe at some point in the future, I'll have to like go there for like a video, like a project I'm working on or something. And then in that case, I'll probably just show it off then. But if not, I don't think it's that interesting. It's just like a big mob grinder out in the middle of the ocean. So, and now the final part of this tour is going to be the railway system. So let's just hop into here. I believe I have some minecarts in there currently. I hope I do. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot to show off the Hobbit hole. I was going to, and then I never did. So the Hobbit hole, I believe, is... I always get this confused. It's on the opposite side. It's opposite of Page's base here, so... Let's just go this way. Here's the Hobbit hole right here. Pretty simple, just like a cute little Hobbit hole. Got a wheat farm outside of it. It's got an open roof design, and then you come down here, and... There is light coming through this. Is there like a secret base down here? Oh no, there's not. I see. Okay, that's just where the light is stored. But yeah, just a cute little hobbit hole. Nothing much else there. So that is all of spawn. Not a ton here. I mean, I say not a ton. I feel like there is actually quite a bit. And then also we have a map of Homeville here, as well as the Pale Forest / Lust Cave. Actually, I lost what I'm... Oh yeah, I'm gonna show off the railway now. It's pretty simple. I just really wanted to build a railway, so I went ahead and I just made a railway. You can see it says it takes you to the dirt station. So yeah, this just connects. I think it's a glitch, but the sound pack I'm using that like adds in all the old sound effects, it completely removes the sound of minecarts, which actually kind of works for this video because the sound of minecart is like being in a minecart is extremely loud. So got the happy gas there, yapping. So yeah, it just kind of just gives you like a neat little tour of like the spawn. You get to like go super close to the pixel arts here. I never noticed that there's a hole inside of I still cannot remember her name. For some reason I want to say Elizabeth, but that's not right. I already know for a fact that's not right. Oh, you can see my watchtower there. It's kind of it's actually pretty nice watching the sunrise over the young thug city. You go over the water house a little bit, and then you get to pass by the dirt house, and then it takes you right into the village. And I think at some point I actually want to build another railway that gives you like a tour of my area. I think that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, it just takes you right in here. And I haven't mentioned it, just because it just hasn't come up, but you can probably hear, and you probably heard in the previous video, that there's like a zombie here. There's a zombie hiding underneath this block here, and the reason why he's there is so that the villagers don't go into this house and try to like escape by blocking up the tracks. I think it works. I haven't had any villagers walk up onto the tracks at all, so I'm pretty sure it does work. I guess we're gonna find out right now. Okay, well, it turns out that it doesn't work at all, so I guess we'll probably just... I'll leave him in there, actually. Because I think it's just like a silly, goofy thing to do. Alright, so I'm gonna go show off the watchtower now. So yeah, you come up here to this pathway and kind of get a look at it from the bottom here. I'll show you off the bottom design here. So you come up here, you got the staircase that wraps around, goes up. Got the glowstone on each corner here. You come up here, walk up the stairs. Stops here, you go up the ladder. Trapdoor's already open, actually. So, got a table here, bookshelf in the corner, a little desk here. There needs to be a painting here to make like a laptop. Chest here with the spyglass. Compass up there, little kitchen area. Bed in the corner. And then, yeah, you can just kind of like look around. You get a good look at the village from up here as well as my area. Get a better look at the roof of this building here because I kind of didn't really show it off that well in the intro. Yeah, pretty simple there. And what I'll do is I'll do a quick fly around. Then I'll wait until I start to glide. And then here we go. Yeah, you got the chimney on the back. You can kind of see the wood design I went for. I am pretty proud of how this came out, actually, I think. And I'm going to grab that spyglass real quick, actually. I'm going to give you a better look at it from above. I'm going to go up the top of the Minecraft sign with it. Show you the outside a little bit. Okay. Alright, so up here, top of the Minecraft sign. I'm going to land perfectly. And I'm just going to give you a zoomed in look of it. See? Yeah, we got the copper rod, or copper rod? Yeah, copper rod. Lightning rod, my bad. Redstone torch, little antenna. Got all the support beams. You can't see it from here, but this beam is like connected to the bottom there. I didn't mention that before. Yeah, I think it looked pretty good. I'm a big fan of how it came out. Yeah, that is that completed. So now going back to the earlier, I mentioned that I wanted to build a project today. So the first step of that is I want to like kind of scope out an area to build this project. I'm not going to give too many spoilers on what it's going to be. I think I kind of want to put it like right here in this corner. I feel like that's a big enough space for it. It totally is, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna fly down there. Real quick, I'm gonna go grab a couple of resources for it, and then I will be back. And you know what? I figure I'll just leave this part in. I mean, I'm not. This video isn't going to be terribly long anyways, so I'll just leave this part in. But I can kind of show off some more of my secret room here. I kind of brushed over it a little bit. But yeah, so basically this is a magma block, right? Which the magma blocks in these water tubes, they pull you down normally. But when you hit this button here, it like swaps it out to a block of soul sand, which then allows you to launch up out of the hole. And I'm not going to show you for the reasons I mentioned in the intro. I know it's stupid again. Obviously, people aren't going to be stealing my items, but I don't know. I like the idea that this is like still secret because it's supposed to be Adam Jandler's super secret panic room. So yeah, it's got layers to it too. Because if somebody was to find the entrance to this, right, that they come in here and they'd be like, oh, okay, well obviously you jump to the painting and then you can't. So then okay, so then this is it. This is the secret room. But then you pop this off and then you put this in there and then bam, opens. And then you turn on the light and I don't know. I think it's kind of neat. So for this project, I'm going to need a lot of signs. I'm going to just have to make a couple more signs here. I'll need torches. And then I'm going to need red wool, but I don't think I have any wool down here. So I'm going to have to go to spawn to grab the red wool. Yeah, but I can, is what I can do is make some more signs. So we'll do that. Make some more signs. I'm still not going to say what it is exactly I'm building until I actually like start properly putting it down. I'll say this much though, I got the idea from a comment, not directly, they didn't like say, oh, you should make this. I kind of just like, based off of what their comment said, I just was like, huh, I think that'd be kind of cool to build. And especially because this is so early on in the series and there's not like a ton of interaction, I definitely think this will be like doable. Something that I can definitely do now and that I probably should do now before, I mean, I say before this ends up blowing up, but it's not going to blow up, let's be honest with ourselves here. So yeah, we close this door here. So that closes that, and then close that. And then flip this up, and then I will meet you guys back at spawn. Okay, so yeah, thankfully, as I fly in here, there are already a couple of red sheeps, which is perfect for me. However, I don't have shears, so we're gonna have to go look for shears. I don't know if that's gonna be, that's definitely not gonna be enough to make what I'm gonna try here. So what we'll do is we'll just take a couple of this wool here. I'm gonna grab a stack of gray wool and I'm gonna just dye it red. I'm gonna leave that wool there. Is there red dye here? There's not red dye here, but there is a bunch of roses in my iron farm that speaking of, I actually did need a couple of roses anyways, so that'll be nice. So just get that dyed, and then we'll just grab a stack will probably be fun. And then I do need to get some rose bushes, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go fly home real quick. Okay, so now that I'm back up here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do this for a minute. I probably don't need a full stack, but I'll get a full stack just in case. And also, in case if you didn't know this, any flower that is 2 blocks tall can be duplicated by bone meal. By bone mealing it. It just kind of like produces more of itself. It is becoming nighttime, so I'm going to go ahead and go take a nap real quick. I'll sleep in the treehouse. I'm looking forward to the treehouse, just because I have much. Okay, it's not nighttime yet, but it's about to be nighttime, so we'll just kind of hang out here. And I actually get to show off this a little bit more. I didn't show off this window. But yeah, it's like a little bay window. I think when they add cushions, I'm probably going to add like a little like actual like book nook here, like a place to sit. Maybe replace these with bookshelves. I think that'll look really nice. I did mention that I want to like decorate this some more. And I think here I'm actually going to line this with like saplings of different trees and maybe put one there as well, or on this wall here. Just like I have like a little sapling collection. I think that'd be kind of cool. All right, let's head to sleep. And then at some point I do want to put a door on this as well. So yeah, so let's run over to the project area, and then I gotta do some planning, and then I'm gonna put it together here. So you're gonna access it right here. So I'm gonna break this here for more slabs, and then you're gonna come up here and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this will be the center block here. So I'm gonna put the blockable here, and I'm just gonna cut the path here. Real quick, I did forget to grab a couple things. I need some coarse dirt and some wood and some slabs. Not some wood. I just need slabs. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll come right back. I'm gonna leave that part out because that's, yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna be making today, and I'm sure some of you might have guessed, is my very own love garden. And if you watched the Stampy Longhead Minecraft series back in the day, you'll know what that is. Basically, it is a cute little garden full of signs where in the very early episodes of Stampy's Lovely World, he would, at the start of every episode, he would like kind of give a shout out slash like just like put down people's names in like a little garden full of signs and cute red hearts and flowers and stuff. And at the very, very beginning, like the first couple episodes, he was just like, if people would ask and he would put their names. But as the series kind of got bigger and the audience became larger, he ended up only doing comments that were like funny or just like, something worth actually putting down. But since these videos only get like, like 3 comments or like, a couple hundred views or whatever, I'm going to start doing that. And I'm going to start doing it in this episode. So if you guys want your name in the little love garden over here, just comment. Just comment if you want like a little message maybe, or if you just want your name written down, like your Minecraft name or your YouTube username. You can leave a witty little quote or whatever you want if you want to do that. You don't have to. That's totally fine. I'm going to clear out some of these trees. I don't know. I just, and I will, the first name I'm going to put on there, they didn't ask for this, and I'm not even sure if they're actually going to be watching this episode, but, so I mentioned earlier I got this idea from a comment. Basically, they commented saying that the first episode reminded them a lot of Stampy's Lovely World, and I thought about that a lot, because first of all, I definitely think a lot of my inspiration and, like, behind, like, some of the things that I've done in this realm has been directly because of that. And then also I think that's a lot of my inspiration in this series in general. Because first of all, it's like I'm very deeply connected to that series. I watched it a lot as a kid. But then on top of that, about like a week before recording this series, I actually started rewatching Stampy's Lovely World. Like a lot. I've been watching it like in my free time. Like from the beginning, like, just like watching some of the episodes just in like random moments of free time that I have. And so I definitely think that like even if it was like not intentional, because I wouldn't say it was intentional. I'm not trying to like fully rip off, Stampy's ideas from his original Lovely World run, but I definitely think how does that look? Oh yeah, that's cute. Just gotta break that block there. That's definitely like some of my inspirations for a lot of like my projects and stuff, and I don't know, I just think that's really cool, and I think it's also really cool to kind of pay homage to that by building in like an actual like, love garden, like like from the original run. I kind of think it would almost look better if it was 1 pixel like this. Let's see what that looks like. And maybe a block shorter instead of 3. So we'll bring the top down. I am just freestyling this. I wasn't gonna... when I had this idea originally, I was gonna like build like the actual like heart from the series, but I figured I should like at least try to make it my own. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna come up here. And the reason why I picked this area down here is because I think that this area has a lot of room for like you know, expanding it, like, you know, just building it out. Not that I think that this is going to be like some huge thing. Um, I mean, I guess it's not bad, like, hope. You know what I mean? I feel so weird talking about this, like, oh, it could potentially blow up, or, you know what I mean? Like, because obviously, I hope it does, but if it doesn't, you know, that's fine too. I mentioned it before, I'm not doing this for, like, views and, like, money or whatever. I'm doing this just because I love Minecraft, and I want to make videos, and why not combine the two? You know what I mean? I play a lot of Minecraft anyways. So why not just, you know, record it? So that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, you know what? I do think it needs to be a block taller, but I think we're getting somewhere, though. And then, whenever they add the wool, slabs and stuff in the next Minecraft update, I will definitely be adding those into this and, like, improving it a little bit. But, for right now, I think, I don't need to go too crazy. Well, I say for right now, I can't even go too crazy. Yeah, there we go. That's cute. I like that. I almost feel like it should be like a block up here. Let's try that. So yeah, I am going to put down, just because I don't know their Minecraft username, I'm going to put down the original commenter's name on a sign. Just as like a little thank you for like kind of inspiring this idea. Because, you know, I want to say I would have thought about this, but I definitely wouldn't have. Because it's just like, I don't know. Does that look weird? I feel like that looks weird. Let me break this. Let's see. Yeah, I think it looked better before. I kind of almost want to make the heart that's like above the hotbar, if you can see that. I'll do that just to see how it looks, but if I'm not a fan, I'll probably get rid of it. And actually, real quick, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab. I need some redstone torches and I need some shears because this is gonna get really annoying breaking this. So I will be right back. Okay, now that I'm down here, real quick, because I kind of like brushed over it, I feel like. I didn't really like address it much. I mentioned earlier that these videos have been getting like a couple hundred views or whatever. I just want to say how thankful I am for that. I think that is the coolest thing ever that like anybody is watching these videos. And I also want to double say thank you so much for all the comments that you guys have been putting in the comment section. I've been doing my best to like read and like react or like respond to all of them. Uh, that means so much to me that people actually like care about this idea and are like involved with it. I think that's just like the coolest thing ever. Because I fully went into this not really with the mindset of it, I'd say, but like the expectation was that I would upload these videos and they would get like no views, no comments, and I would kind of just be talking to nobody. And I would have been fine with that even, like I said before, because like I mean I'm making content. That's like the coolest thing ever to me. But the fact that I'm also getting like actual like interactions and stuff, that is just like you have no idea how excited that makes me. Um so I just want to say, just kind of throw in a little bit here. Thank you for that. It really does mean a lot. So I'm gonna cut back now to the build area. I know I said I was going to cut back to the build area, but I'm actually going to go ahead and sleep inside the mushroom house real quick because it is nighttime now. It took me that long to get items. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to build... you can't see my cursor, I just realized that. I might change that, I might leave that, I don't know. There's a way to fix that, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to replicate as best as I can the hearts that are like above the hotbar. I can't look down at the hotbar, but you know what I'm talking about. You see it. So by the looks of it, it's 1 pixel at the bottom, and then it's 2 pixels here. I might even actually like go a step further and like actually like fully rebuild it. So I might go get some black wool, a block of white wool, and I'm trying to think of how I could do. What I could try to do is some red terracotta for like the little outline, and then use like the red wool on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna take me a bit longer to get the blocks of terracotta. So I'll probably do like a little jump cut to when I have those materials, or maybe I'll just jump forward to like me gathering those materials. I'll see how I'm feeling with like the length of this video, because I'm thinking it's probably dragging on a little bit at this point. So, okay, so I'm back. I am now smelting, I think I got a stack of hardened clay. I forget that in this other texture pack it's called hardened clay and not terracotta. Oh, I actually think I do not have any red dye on me. I gotta run back and get some red dye. Oh yeah, as you can see, this thing smelts insanely fast, by the way. I mean, I literally like just barely put in that stack and it's already... Okay, I need to really quick make a comparison to see which one of these is darker, so I know which one to use for the outline versus the... I'm gonna say... I know concrete would be brighter, but I think I don't want to... I really don't want to have to go get concrete. I think that's going to take forever. Because I don't have any sand. I think in the next video I'm probably going to make a sand duper, because a lot of the projects I have coming up in the future require a lot of sand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just I think I'm going to do the outline with clay, and then the actual heart part with whatchamacallit. I can't think of the word for some reason. I just wool. Blocks of wool. There we go. Don't know why I couldn't think of that. Yeah. I do need to get a block of white wool as well. Okay, so I'm going to start off by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Actually, I'm going to build it one block forward. So, and then we're going to do this, that, like that. Okay. Okay, so far so good. So then that, and then a little bit of this. Okay, so I need one more block of concrete on top, or not concrete, clay, on top of that. And then one here, and then 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and then this is all needs to be filled in with red wool now. And then the block of white wool goes right here. And then that's all that. So now you need more black wool. So this goes here. This goes there. And then we go all the way across like that. And then the middle one here needs to be black. And then we do this and that. And that's complete. Let's see what that looks like. I believe that's completely right. Yeah, okay, cool. So that is the heart designed after the actual hotbar heart. So now we're just going to throw in a couple of these signs. I'm going to throw a redstone torch on the top middle. I'm going to do that by stacking up the dirt. Right there. And then I'll probably put one there and one there. I don't know why I'm breaking that with shears. Okay, so we're going to start off by putting the first sign here, and real quick, I do need to pull up the person's name. We're just going to put their name, and that will be the very first name. I think I spelled that right, yeah. Yep, okay. In the love garden. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and fill this out to there. And how many signs is that actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 signs that way. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I built that. I placed that wrong. 4, 5. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing, like another row here. We're going to make it a little bit shorter this time. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the middle row be empty, because I think that's how it was in the series. But I'm also going to make it 3 blocks wide, like that. So I'm going to have to move Quake's name. Sorry, Quake, I already broke your sign. Okay, so how many was that? 2? 2? Okay, cool. So we're going to put Quake's name probably at the front, actually. So we're going to do another row here, but this one's only going to be block wide. And we're going to do Quake's name right here. Quake _ 69. And then we'll put that redstone torch there. And then we'll put a rose there, rose there, rose bush here, rose bush there. And then we gotta light it up with some actual torches. So we'll put some actual torches on the outside of the sign. I think I can put torches on top of signs, can I? Is that not something you can do? Huh. Guess that's not something you can do. So what I'll do instead is, since I have some wood on me, I'll make a crafting table real quick. I'll make some fences and I'll put the torches on top of fences. That's what I'll do. Okay. So we're gonna put fence here, fence there, fence there, fence here, and fence there. And then we're gonna put a torch there, a torch there, and I'm probably gonna get rid of this redstone torch in the middle. I think that's kind of stupid. And then there, and there. So now this is all lit up. I'm also gonna put a torch there, a torch there, and then one in the middle, and then one in the middle. So that way no mobs spawn around here. I'm also just gonna light up some of these darker areas. So yeah, as I expand, I'll just end up going that direction probably. But yeah, here we go. This is the first name in. We're gonna go ahead and call it Adam Jandler's Love Garden. Very creative, I know. Obviously, all credit of this idea goes to Stampy. I'm not trying to claim this as like an original idea or anything like that. Kind of just like an homage. Yeah, I think this is a pretty neat spot for it too. It's close to the compound. There's plenty of room to like expand it. So yeah, if you guys want your name added to the Love Garden, please, by all means, just comment whatever you want me to write. If it's a message, if it's just a name, if you want to like maybe have someone else's name, like if you want to put a friend on there, just leave it in the comment section. I'll throw it in there. So if you watched this far through the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know the last 2 endings have been kind of abrupt. But I'm kind of like, learning the flow of this and how this really works. Yeah, if you liked this video, please consider hitting the like button and as well as subscribing so you don't miss any new episodes, because as you can see, I'm kind of going crazy mode on the uploads right now. I've been doing a daily upload since I started. Obviously, it's only been 2 episodes, so it's not like that crazy, but I do plan on uploading pretty frequently. Pretty much anytime I play Minecraft, anytime from now to however long I keep doing this for, I'll be recording. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I believe next episode I'm probably going to build a dive bar, which is another comment recommendation from someone. I'll probably include that comment in the video as I build the dive bar. So I'm going to do some research, look at some reference photos, and figure out how exactly I'm going to do that. So this is Adam Jandler signing out, and I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.